It's broken.
95.9 Kiss FM, Doug and Mary, 8:12 and a lot of sun, a little wind, 75, and your Mom's Day forecast for the weekend, sunny and 70 tomorrow, and again Mother's Day Sunday. So really terrific.
Every time you say that, I'm just like, yeah, Doug, it's going to give me something this year.
Oh, you're getting something. I got you, Stefano from American Idol.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
How many guys can say that? Stefano, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us. You got Prince, you got Sting, you got Madonna, you got Stefano. I'm telling you what, you need to be a one-namer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Welcome. Where are you from?
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Oh, okay. We can be friends.
Oh, Seahawks.
Well, I'm actually a 49er fan.
What?
I know.
It's like the one team I know.
I know,
The
but
Seahawks.
I'm from, all my family's from the Bay Area in California, so I just grew up on being a hardcore 49ers fan all my life. But a lot of years in that stadium getting popcorn and beer and thrown at me, man. So
Really?
I'm a diehard, you know. I stick by my
Seriously?
team.
You would go there and then root
Oh
for
yeah,
the
I went to
other
the
team.
game. I go to that game every year. Oh yeah.
Of course, 7th place on Idol last season, yet you get invited back for a guest star spot just a couple weeks ago. How did you pull that off? You sounded terrific.
Yeah, man, it was a great experience, number one. Number two, I mean, we had to work to get that spot, you know. They hadn't had somebody that came in 7th place since Jennifer Hudson. I mean, it's a pretty hard slot. So, but once we showed them the Billboard ratings of the song, you know, the label came back and said, look, we haven't had a rating this high since Party in the USA, and we really want you to get out there. And Idol was like, oh yeah, sure, come on back. So we got a great spot.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So what's your whole family think of all this?
Well, you know, they've supported me from day one, and I'm so lucky to have such a great support system in my life. If it's friends, family, whoever, just people that have supported me, and you know, they're all there, and they're really happy for what's going on. And you know, I stay true to who I am. I know who I am. I know where I come from, and I stay true to all those people. And
that has to be kind of hard on a show like that, though, where there's things coming at you from a million different directions,
it's incredible.
and you have judges, all these judges telling you different things, and it goes against maybe what you're thinking. And so that has to be really hard.
And the other thing is, you know, they make you feel like you've made it, you know, and you know, in a sense, you really have. I mean, your household name, you know, you have 20, 30 billion people watching you, but, you know, for me, it was like I had to understand that it didn't mean anything, and I hadn't reached the goal and why I set out to do, and what I set out to do. And that was really get a foot in the music industry and really make an impact. And that was my goal from day one. I had the platform. I was given all sorts of things, and I was a sponge on that show. I soaked up everything that they said to me. I got good with the producers, and, you know, it got me to this moment. And, you know, it took a lot of work, but it pays dividends having great people around.
So when you came off 7th, does that mean you went on tour, like the Idol tour?
What
was that like?
Tour was so fun.
Was it fun?
Oh, arenas all over the country, and for that, for me, it was really important to go out there and really show what I could do for the people that didn't know and the people that didn't vote, to go out and just blow the roof off, you know. And I got some of the best reviews on tour, and that's really what opened more doors for me to get signed, and it was a great opportunity.
Plus fun to see like the whole country, right? Did you just go everywhere?
Oh, we went everywhere. We were actually in Milwaukee, and we went to Chicago. I don't think we were. Those were the closest to
Sure.
Yeah,
but,
that's good though. That's pretty close.
Now, was one of your goals to get an incredibly large watch? Because that is the largest watch I have ever seen. That's enormous.
Guy.
Sorry,
I think it's a clock.
it is a clock.
I mean,
A little bit bigger, I would have worn it on my chest.
Oh, no, it's not quite that big. Don't go there.
Don't do that.
Stefano, top 7 finisher on American Idol with us, Doug and Mary on KISS. Take us back. Do you even remember the guy that was thinking about going to try out for this crazy show called American Idol? Where did you first audition?
I first auditioned in San Francisco.
You did?
Crazy. Yeah. Because
Seahawks hater.
You know, what happened was I was about 2.5 months before that I got a ticket, and it was really like I need to change my life. I need to start doing things for me. And I quit my job. I started doing my first YouTube videos, and I was gigging all around town. And I went to I hosted this big, huge karaoke competition in Seattle, and I met this guy. We hit it off, and he hit me about a week after and said, "Yo, did you hear about that audition in San Francisco for American Idol?" And I was like, you know, everyone tells me every year it wasn't that big of a deal. Literally, not even an hour later, my aunt called me from San Francisco. She lives in San Francisco and says, when are you going to come visit me? You got to come. I want you to stay with me this weekend. Gosh. And I'm like, what? This is crazy.
Wow.
This is a sign. I got to do it. I never auditioned for American Idol before. And I hadn't had cable for like a good 4 years, so I hadn't watched the show. So I went and, you know, I'm here and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Did you just stand in like one of those huge, crazy lines for 7 days?
The cattle call.
Yeah.
13,000 people standing there.
Really?
And it was, but you know what? To anybody who goes out and auditions, you know what? You have to know what you have. You have to be confident in it and just go and show your light, and you will go. So that's what I did.
You weren't the guy in the crazy chicken suit, were you? Because you kind of look a little. No, okay, that was somebody else.
You kind of have to keep it together because there are people around you who think they're amazing singers and they sound like crazy people.
Oh yeah. It's pretty insane. I mean, and then when you sit in the line before you even get to the stadium, you know, you see all these people and everyone's singing, and it's such a cool environment.
That is weird,
but at the same time, there are those crazies, and you're like, oh my gosh, let's stay at least 5 feet away from this guy. Yeah. You know, it's pretty crazy.
Tell us a little about the single we're going to hear.
The single is so fun. I co-wrote it with Rock Mafia, and it was just kind of about. You know, it had to do with me as well. You know, I'm a bit on a roll right now, and we've been going around the whole country and just having a great time showing the song. The Billboard rated it incredibly, and you know what? We're just really excited about where it's going right now. And if you want to have the best night of your life, I definitely advise you to turn this on.
Hey, this guy will show you a good time.
Wow.
Stefano, it's I'm on a roll with Doug and Mary this morning on KISS FM.